On the way down screaming, whoa. If all we have is time, then we'll be alright.
Hey guys, oSgtKickAss here, and welcome to my Week 19 Premier League predictions. We've got one big game on Friday, and then we've got fucking 9 games on Saturday. There's no Sunday game, Christmas Eve. I don't know if that's the reason why, but yeah. So we're just going to jump straight into it. Right, the Friday game we have is a massive clash. It is Arsenal versus Liverpool. And this game was also on the first day of the season. I don't know if you remember, but Arsenal got slapped 4-1 by Liverpool, and it was embarrassing, really. But since then, Arsenal have become much better every week. Week in, week out, we're becoming better. We had a very poor spell of games, but now we are back doing pretty well. So, you know, this could go one of the two ways. If Salah turns up, he can bang a few goals in. Mane, Coutinho, all those players, all very good players, all can score. But Arsenal, you've got to remember, Lacazette, Ozil, Sanchez, Ramsey, Kolasinac. We have a great squad as well. I think Arsenal might just pick this one. I think we're going to go for a 2-1 win. And this is purely because watching the Carabao Cup quarterfinal last night, yeah, I'm recording this on Wednesday morning. So, yeah, watching that, Arsenal's defence was solid, and Wenger seems to know what he's doing at the back of it now. So our defence is solid up, our attack is decent, midfield's pretty good. Whereas Liverpool's defence is still very poor, and I think that will give us a bit of the advantage. Yes, their attack is very, very strong, but Arsenal's is strong, and their defence is just weak. So that is a good spot for Arsenal to exploit, and that is why I think we are going to win 2-1. Right, the next game is Chelsea versus Everton, and I think Chelsea will just nick this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win. Chelsea, very inconsistent this season. They'll win and lose, win, lose, win, lose. And Everton are back on the rise now, performing much better in every game. They've sorted themselves out a bit. But I just think Chelsea will not nick this one. They've just got the better all-round team, better attacking force than Everton. And Chelsea's defence is really good this season. It's just the rest of the team is very inconsistent. So it really depends on how the attack and midfield play. But Hazard's been playing very well, which is good for Chelsea, which is why I think they are going to win this game 1-0. Right, the next game is Brighton versus Watford. And I think this will be a 1-1 draw. Both teams performing fairly decent this season. Neither team's been awful. Both been putting in good performances. Some weak ones, obviously. But they're both fairly high in the table, playing well, good football, effectively as well. So I think they will win this game. Yeah, I think this game will be a draw. A 1-1 draw, unfortunately, for the fans of these teams. I just can't think of any reason why any other team would win. Those two teams are so equal at the moment, it is unbelievable. So yeah, I've got to go for a 1-1 draw. Not much more I can think of. Right, next game is Manchester City versus Bournemouth, and Bournemouth have sort of sorted themselves out a bit since the start of the season, but Manchester City are absolutely incredible. Still undefeated, but Bournemouth are 16th now. Obviously very poor. Better than they have been doing though. They've sorted out a little bit, but they're not good enough to beat Man City. I wish I could say different, but I just see a Man City 3-0 win here, so I don't think I really need to explain that because of how the two teams have been performing. But yeah, 3-0 Man City win. Right, the next game is Southampton versus Huddersfield. Yeah, Southampton, a fairly okay team this year, not doing the best. They are 12th in the table, Huddersfield 11th. Both teams performing about as well as each other. No team has been superior. Southampton picked up a good result against Arsenal, but then got absolutely slapped down by Leicester. So, very inconsistent there. Huddersfield, just all over the place, aren't they? They'll win, they'll lose, they'll draw. Never really keeping a good, consistent form. So, again, I see this as a draw, but unfortunately I don't see any goals. I think this will be a boring 0-0 draw, unfortunately, for the fans of Southampton Huddersfield. Right, the next game is Stoke vs West Brom, and again, it's not a particularly interesting game. Stoke are just 17th, just outside the relegation zone. West Brom are 19th. West Brom are really fucked up. West Brom are bottom of the league. Not bottom, relegation zone. What happened to them? They were doing alright and now they're fucking down there. Stoke not much better though. I think Stoke do want to sort it out a bit. I think their team overall is better. Their strong suit of defence isn't so strong this season. But I think Stoke will put in a better performance than West Brom. They do have a better team. So I'm going to go for a Stoke 2-1 win in this game. I don't think either team's particularly strong, so I think there will be multiple goals scored in the game. Right, the next game is Swansea vs Crystal Palace, and haven't Crystal Palace sorted themselves out? 14th place now. Only a few weeks ago I was saying they're absolutely shite, bottom of the table. Picked up 6 points in 2 games, absolutely brilliant for them. That is what they want to be doing. They've really shut themselves out, whereas Swansea haven't. Swansea are bottom of the table now, haven't won in a while, not performing well. I see Crystal Palace not being a win. Roy Hodgson has really sorted them out, and they're doing well now, Crystal Palace. So it's good to see a club like that turn it around. So I am going to go for a 2-0 Crystal Palace win in this match. Next game is West Ham vs Newcastle, and West Ham not having the best of seasons. Newcastle the same, 18th Newcastle are at the moment, whereas West Ham are 15th. They have seemed to sort themselves out a bit as well over the last few weeks, which is really good to see. So yeah, I think West Ham probably will win this game. They've just been performing it that bit better recently, beating Chelsea, drawn Arsenal. They've been playing really well. So they did lose in the Carabao Cup to Arsenal last night, though. Both teams playing a weakened team, so that could be a knock to their confidence going into this game. I'd like to see Adrian back in goal for them. He is a solid keeper, in much better than Joe Hart. So I think if West Ham play Adrian, they have a chance of winning. If Adrian plays, 2-1 win. If Joe Hart plays, a 2-2 draw. That is my prediction for this game. I think that should be a good game. Unfortunately, that's not on telly, so you can't watch it. Right, anyway, the next game is Burnley versus Spurs. And Burnley, what the fuck is going on with them? They're 6th place. They're a point above Spurs at the moment, and they're doing absolutely brilliant. It's good to see a little team like this doing well. Yeah, they're only 2 points out of the top 4. That is incredible. Spurs are actually below Burnley at the moment. They are 7th, Burnley are 6th. And I think Burnley might win this game. They've been playing really well every week, putting in great performances. So yeah, I think Burnley can win this game 1-0. They just have to keep doing what they've been doing and putting in the effort. And if they do that, they can get into the top 4 this season. It is very highly contested. It's going to be between Liverpool, Arsenal, Burnley or Tottenham. And if someone said Burnley being the top 4 contender at the start of the season, I've said they're mad. But the way they're playing, you've got to believe in them. They are doing really well. So I'm actually going to go for a Burnley 1-0 win against Spurs. Right, the next game is Leicester versus Manchester United. And Man United are in telly again. No surprise there. But yeah, Man United are second at the moment. Leicester 8th. Leicester not been playing as well as they have been, but they have just come off a massive win, 4-1 against Southampton, which is going to really boost their confidence. I think that's going to help them rather than hinder them. So I think Leicester will lose this game, unfortunately. I think Man United attack, midfield and defence and goalkeeper are all better than Leicester's. So I think Man United overall just have the better team than Leicester. In position to position, Manchester United win like that, easy. So unfortunately for Leicester, I am going to go for a 2-0 Manchester United win. So yeah, that is the last game of the weekend. As I said, there's 9 games on Saturday. and I reckon Arsenal Liverpool would have been on Saturday if there was another spot for a telly game. But they are all the Premier League predictions, guys. There's a few big matches this week, as you can tell. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, remember to leave a thumbs up, as always. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Remember to turn on notifications so you are notified when I upload. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.